Welcome to the Bare Metal Sire CISSP Prepcast. This series helps you prepare for the ISC Squared CISSP exam with focused explanations and practical context. In this episode, we'll explore the crucial topic of network monitoring and traffic analysis. These practices are fundamental to cybersecurity because they allow organizations to observe network activity in real time, detect anomalies, identify security threats, and ensure continuous system performance. Without consistent monitoring and in-depth traffic analysis, malicious actions may go undetected, performance issues may escalate, and compliance violations may occur unnoticed. This discussion will help you understand the core concepts, technologies, and operational practices behind effective network surveillance. Let's begin by defining the importance of network monitoring. At its core, network monitoring involves the continuous observation and assessment of all components within a network infrastructure. This includes routers, switches, servers, endpoints, and data flows. The goal is to identify abnormal behavior, security violations, or performance degradation early, before they cause real damage. Effective monitoring enables organizations to respond proactively to threats like unauthorized access attempts, internal misuse, malware propagation, or system misconfigurations. It also aids in performance tuning by highlighting bandwidth bottlenecks, latency spikes, or connectivity issues. From a compliance perspective, network monitoring is often mandated by regulatory frameworks such as PCI DSS, HIPAA, FISMA, and GDPR. These frameworks require logs, audit trails, and demonstrable evidence that organizations are actively observing and securing their networks. Without proper monitoring, organizations risk failing audits, facing penalties, or being blindsided by attack. Monitoring also supports incident response by providing critical forensic data: what happened, when it occurred, how it propagated, and which assets were affected. In short, robust network monitoring is not optional for CISSP professionals. It's an operational imperative. Now let's move into the various techniques used for effective network monitoring. A wide range of tools and strategies exist, and organizations often employ multiple layers of monitoring to ensure full coverage. One common approach is real-time alerting. Monitoring systems are configured with thresholds and rules that trigger alerts when conditions deviate from established norms. For example, a spike in outbound traffic, repeated failed logins, or a surge in DNS queries may indicate a compromise. Another approach is traffic logging. Routers, firewalls, and endpoints record logs of data flows, access attempts, and protocol usage. These logs are stored, indexed, and reviewed manually or automatically using SIEM, security information and event management tools. Intrusion detection systems and intrusion prevention systems, IDS and IPS, also play a role. IDS monitors traffic for known signatures of attacks and alerts administrators. IDS goes a step further by actively blocking suspicious traffic in real time. SNMP, Simple Network Management Protocol, is used to monitor hardware devices. It gathers metrics such as CPU usage, disk space, memory consumption, and interface traffic. When thresholds are exceeded, SNMP can trigger alerts or automate corrective actions. More advanced tools include NetFlow and SFlow collectors, which provide summaries of traffic patterns across the network. These are invaluable for understanding application usage, bandwidth trends, and unexpected flows. The effectiveness of these tools depends on careful configuration, accurate baselining, and periodic fine-tuning. A poorly tuned monitoring system may drown analysts in false positives or miss real threats altogether. Let's now shift our focus to traffic analysis, which complements monitoring by providing deeper insights into how, where, and why data moves across the network. Traffic analysis refers to the examination of network data flows for the purpose of identifying behavioral trends, anomalous patterns, or signs of malicious activity. Whereas monitoring alerts you when something unusual happens, traffic analysis helps you understand the full context. There are several techniques for conducting traffic analysis. Packet capture analysis involves intercepting and inspecting raw network packets using tools like Wireshark or TCP dump. This level of analysis provides full visibility into the payload, headers, and protocol behavior, useful for investigating zero-day exploits or advanced persistent threats. Flow analysis aggregates metadata about network conversations. It doesn't examine the actual contents, but it shows who talked to whom, when, for how long, and using which protocols. This is ideal for identifying command and control traffic or data exfiltration. Behavioral analytics compares current network activity to historical baselines to detect anomalies. If a user normally accesses email and a document server, but suddenly starts downloading terabytes from an internal database at 2 a.m., that's suspicious, even if it doesn't match any known attack signature. Protocol analysis focuses on the specific behavior of network protocols. For example, repeated DNS lookups for random domain names may indicate DNS tunneling. Strange or malformed HTTP headers may suggest web shell activity. The combination of these techniques provides a well-rounded traffic analysis capability. Together with real-time monitoring, they enable the kind of deep situational awareness required of modern cybersecurity programs. Let's pause here to talk about resources. For more information on CISSP certification and other valuable cybersecurity training, visit cyberauthor.me. You'll find best-selling books, exam prep tools, and security education created specifically for professionals preparing to certify and advance their careers. Returning to our discussion, let's consider what it takes to implement effective network monitoring and traffic analysis at the enterprise level. First, clearly define monitoring policies. These should specify what assets are monitored, what data is collected, how long it is retained, and who has access to it. Document your traffic analysis goals and the methods used to achieve them. Be sure to align these with compliance and privacy considerations. Deploy robust monitoring tools such as SIEM platforms like Splunk, Elk, or IBM QRadar. Complement these with flow collectors, IDS/IPS solutions, endpoint telemetry, and cloud-based monitoring services. The goal is to create a layered monitoring architecture, establish network behavior baselines. This helps you distinguish between normal and abnormal traffic. Baselines should include typical login times, data volumes, bandwidth usage, and application behaviors. Regularly conduct packet capture exercises and log reviews to test your visibility. Validate that you can detect known attack patterns and unexpected behaviors. Use red team exercises to simulate adversarial activity and measure detection effectiveness. Train your staff. Monitoring and analysis are only as good as the people managing them. Analysts should know how to interpret alerts, drill into raw data, and correlate events across tools and platforms. Now let's talk about security controls and best practices that support continuous monitoring and effective traffic analysis. Begin with access control. Restrict who can configure monitoring tools, access logs, or modify alert thresholds. These tools are high-value targets. If an attacker disables your alerts, you may never know you've been compromised. Encrypt log transmissions and store logs in secure tamper-evident systems. Use cryptographic hashes to validate log integrity and support forensic admissibility. Configure alerting policies carefully. Too many false alarms reduce analyst effectiveness. Too few alerts increase the risk of undetected threats. Continually fine-tune thresholds based on operational feedback. Apply automated correlation rules in your SIEM to link related events across systems. This enables faster root cause analysis and reduces the time from detection to containment. Regularly review audit trails, system logs, and incident reports to identify monitoring gaps or blind spots. Adjust your visibility accordingly. Finally, remember that network monitoring and traffic analysis are not static processes. They require continuous improvement. Review your strategies regularly in light of emerging threats, evolving business operations, and new technologies. As your network adopts cloud services, mobile endpoints, and IoT devices, your monitoring architecture must adapt. Analyze incidents for root causes. Did monitoring detect the breach? Were alerts acted on? Was traffic analysis able to reconstruct the attack? Use these insights to revise tools, procedures, or staff training. Collaborate across teams. Security, network, compliance, and operations teams all rely on shared monitoring infrastructure. Align your goals, coordinate your tools, and streamline your incident response processes. Provide ongoing training to ensure staff stay current on new tools, protocols, threats, and best practices. Well-informed analysts are your best defense. To conclude, network monitoring and traffic analysis are indispensable for any CISSP professional. They provide the visibility, intelligence, and forensic insight needed to detect threats, manage risk, and maintain operational stability. Together, they form the backbone of any modern cybersecurity program. Thanks for joining us for this episode of the Bare Metal Cyber CISSP Prepcast. For more episodes, tools, and study support, visit us at baremetalcyber.com